Hi, I'm Lois. I've been volunteering at Bonegilla Migrant Experience for approximately 13 years, and I have recently also become an Australian citizen. I was born in Christchurch, New Zealand in 1943 and lived in that country until I was 20 years old. I married a Swiss and we lived in Switzerland for about 7 years. We had 2 children when we decided to migrate to Australia. We came to Australia in 1967 by plane, and in Sydney they asked if we would like to go to Bonegilla. We agreed, as we had nowhere else to go. We came to Bonegilla on a bus from Sydney. My first impression of Bonegilla was, where am I? But it was all good, as we were very tired, and the room and the accommodation they gave us was very clean and the beds were reasonably comfortable. We stayed at Bonegilla for about 10 days, and during that time the weather was quite pleasant, as it was the end of October. I do remember the flies, and I did become quite proficient at the Aussie wave, getting rid of the flies. We made friends at Bonegilla, and in many ways I enjoyed it. The food was quite pleasant. I've been volunteering at BME for approximately 13 years. And I come on a Monday. I really enjoy the atmosphere. It's relaxing looking at the kangaroos and the gum trees. And I love working with the staff from the Wodonga Council. They've been very, very supportive and friendly. I enjoy talking to the people, to the visitors that come through the centre. A lot of them were residents here at Bonegilla, and they all have very interesting stories to tell. Some of them become quite emotional as they relive their time at Bonegilla, and I can, because I was here at Bonegilla, I understand how they were feeling. However, the people that came through here, a lot of them were children and don't remember much about it, but their parents have told them stories. It would have been very difficult to make a start in Australia with 2 small children without the support and help that we received through the Bonegilla camp. We stayed in Perth for about a year, and then we moved on to Mount Isa, and then moved down to Melbourne for specialist treatment for one of my children. My husband then secured a job in Wodonga, and it was only after we'd been in Wodonga for quite a few months that I realised we were back where we started, at Bonegilla. Well, I became interested in Bonegilla then, when I realised that it was where we put our first footsteps in Australia. Came out to the centre and offered my services as a volunteer. We were granted permanent residency when we came here as migrants, and I never thought about becoming an Australian citizen, as I was a New Zealander and a Swiss citizen. The last time I went back to New Zealand, I had a lovely holiday. Came back to Australia, and all of a sudden I felt I was home. It was a very proud moment when I received my citizenship certificate from a ceremony arranged by Wodonga Council.